It is 2 years and 3 months since Nine Media published its red alert alleging that China was going to invade Australia. That jingoistic scare campaign was bad enough, but now we have the unpredictability of President Donald Trump 2.0. Trump is making it clear that the US is in sharp economic conflict with its former allies and intends to reorganise the global economy, starting with his tariff weapon. Global economic crisis is leading to catastrophic global war, just like it did in 1914 and 1939. Australian submarines and surveillance aircraft continue to patrol the coast of China. The Australian Navy now leads patrols in the South China Sea to confront the Chinese Coast Guard and Navy. The Australian Army is taking part in almost continuous military exercises in the Philippines with US troops. And in Australia itself, Pine Gap is an ever-growing warfighting base as well as surveillance and spy facility. Australia has allowed the US to base B-52 strategic bombers and a 2,500-strong Marine rotational force in northern Australia. And Australia is building a nuclear submarine base for US and UK nuclear-powered attack submarines near Fremantle in Western Australia. The US has been seriously preparing for war with China since 2015, and unless people take strong action, this war could happen in the next few years, with catastrophic consequences for Australia, the region, and the entire world.
As we come together, let me suggest we build our own pillars for the future, starting with a commitment to an independent foreign policy on the side of humanity. We must sign and ratify the treaty for the prohibition of nuclear weapons urgently. And I believe we must withdraw from AUKUS.
Okay, the first impact of AUKUS on health is the increased risk of a major war. Australia appears to be sleepwalking into what would be a catastrophic conflict between the US and China. And we know how easily, how readily conflicts which escalate, how readily they can be triggered by a seemingly small incident. And if we think back to 1914, it was an assassination of 2 people. And 4 years later, how many tens of millions of people dead?
Most Australians have decided that the AUKUS nuclear submarine deal is a big mistake, but the community hasn't really grasped the real danger of war initiated by the US, not China. Many people are taking part in action for the Palestinian people and on many other fronts, like Myanmar, West Papua and the Philippines, for justice and peace. Let's unite against any war with China. Let's close Pine Gap. Let's remove US military from Australian territory. Let's put our resources and energy into the massive effort required to stop runaway climate disaster, to safeguard a future of justice and peace for everyone.